Hi, I am the perfect present. I look amazing, but when you're finished with me, you could be in for chaos and disaster. That's because lots of gift wrap can't be recycled and can contaminate other recyclables. Here's what you need to know.
I don't have fancy theme music, but I want you to be happy.
About 4.6 million pounds of wrapping paper is produced in the United States each year. About half of that gets thrown away. That's 2.3 million pounds of wrapping paper in the trash. This trash makes up 1% of all the trash that the average person living in the United States throws away in a year. If you don't want your gift wrap to make a detectable contribution to your trash for the year, then here are some things you should know this holiday season. There are lots of different types of wrapping paper, and some can be recycled, some cannot. There are two good tests for figuring out if what you have is printed paper, which can be recycled, or if it's something else which has to be thrown away. Test 1, tear your paper. If it tears pretty cleanly and you can't see any plastic coating the outside of it, then it's probably recyclable if it doesn't have any shiny metallic areas, glitter, or other clearly non-paper bits in it. If the paper is laminated or mixed with metals or glitter, then it has to be thrown away. Test number 2, crumple your paper. If it stays crumpled, then it's probably recyclable paper. If not, then it's definitely some kind of foil and can't be recycled. Including all parts of gift wrapping makes things even more complicated. Boxes, packaging, ribbons, tags, tape, cards, and envelopes are often just used once before they're thrown out. Here are some more general rules about recycling versus trashing. Number 1, glitter is the worst. Glitter is a microplastic, like the ones that people talk about contaminating water. If glitter gets on your hands and then gets washed down the drain, then fish and the other animals that filter food out of the water eat glitter along with their actual food. There's lots of good science showing that plastics, once eaten, stay in the body and contaminate the animal, which unfortunately gets passed up the food chain all the way to us. If you tear off the side of a card with glitter on it, you can recycle any purely paper parts of the card, but anything with glitter goes in the trash. If your recyclable wrapping paper has tape on it, then you're good to go. You can just throw that straight in the recycling bin. Just like you don't need to take those little plastic pieces out of envelopes before recycling them, you don't need to take tape off your recycling paper before you recycle it either. If you have large amounts of tape or specialty tape like duct tape or something like that, just cut those parts off and throw them away before you put the rest in the recycling bin. Tissue paper can't be recycled. It's made out of paper, but the fibers are too short to be made into something new. You can compost it though by throwing it outside in your pile of leaves. Reusing ribbon and string is best. You can't recycle these things because they get wrapped up in the machinery in a recycling plant, just like hair gets wrapped around the bottom of your vacuum cleaner. Bows are also great to reuse, and when these things are truly at the end of their lifespan, throw them in the trash. The tear test is important to do on your boxes these days because lots of things come in boxes that are not recyclable. If your box is coated in some kind of shiny, metallic, or plastic material, anything other than tape, then it needs to go straight in the trash. Breaking down cardboard boxes helps keep recycling facilities profitable enough to run. Recyclables are crushed for transport and processing, and boxes that aren't broken down require a lot more energy and money to get from place to place. Whatever you do, do not burn your wrapping paper. The chemicals in it that get released when it burns can be harmful to your health. How harmful depends on a lot of things, but it's just not worth the risk. It can be tempting to put things into the recycling bin if you're not sure, just in case. And most of the time, the sorters that work at a recycling facility can pull out things that aren't actually recyclable so they don't mess up the stream. But when it comes to holiday gift wrap, lots of places will throw entire bins of recyclables in the trash because when so many people add so many contaminants to their recycling stream, then the sorters can't keep up and can't process these loads. So think about your stuff and where it goes before you get rid of it. I've said a lot of no's so far. No recycling glitter, no recycling mixed materials or paper with metallics in it. Here's some things you can do to keep your gifts interesting and unique while also meeting your eco goals for the year. Give your gifts in reusable fabric gift wraps or bags. And I don't mean the same bags you buy your groceries in unless you want to. Companies now make beautiful shiny scarves that can be tied in interesting ways and patterned no-sew gift bags that you can make yourself. However, just like with reusable grocery bags, you have to reuse these kinds of gift bags for a long time before the stuff that they use to make them makes up for all the things you'd be throwing away if you got a one-time gift wrap. So make sure that you're actually going to reuse them before you buy this kind of wrap. Make the wrapping part of the gift by putting your gift in a towel, cake pan, blanket, flower pot, or something else lovely. Use plantable seed paper for your gift tags. Use shredded magazines instead of tissue paper to cushion your gifts. Make your own unique gift wrap out of magazines, maps, children's art, or calendars, which gives new life to something old before it gets recycled. I even saw a blog post from someone who washes out empty chip bags, then turns them inside out and uses the shiny silver inside as wrapping paper. If you use old newspaper, just make sure that the ink doesn't rub off on your hands or your clothes before you wrap all your gifts in it. Buy recycled and recyclable wrapping paper. And if you go for gift bags, look for bags made out of paper or even recycled paper. Cutting down on plastic use in the first place makes this a better option than buying the shiny, reusable plastic gift bags. It's a good idea to check with your local recycling facility to see how they want you to put your gift wrap recyclables into their stream for the holidays. A great resource for looking up your local recycling information is earth911.com. I know their name sounds kind of alarming, but they're actually really useful. For example, you can put in batteries and they'll show you a list with a map view if you want of where around you will take what kind of batteries for recycling and then what they end up doing with them. One final thing to know, if you bought non-eco-friendly options in the past for your gift wrap, you should probably think about using them on gifts before you just chuck them straight in the trash to buy eco-friendly options this year. If you have something that has glitter on it, feel free to put that in the trash because that glitter is going to shed as you use it. But everything else, you might as well put it on a gift before it goes straight in the trash. This means that you'll buy less, which is ultimately a better option and a more eco-friendly option than recycling your stuff after you've used it. So what questions do you have about all this? Is it more complicated than you thought? Is it exactly as complicated as you thought? If you try something new this year, please comment and let me know what you tried and how it goes. I'd love to see what you do. Happy holidays!